Hey everyone, Levi here. Welcome to today's video. Going to be a quick one and just going over a few basic tips on how to rank on Google's first page. And I've broken it down into five steps for various local service businesses. So as you guys know, I've been running my SEO agency for about 5 years now and work with loads of businesses, mostly local service businesses. So in this example, we're just going to use plumbing companies. Obviously, if you have a different business, HVAC, landscaping, or whatever else, just kind of swap the terms. But plumbing's a pretty easy one to use. We all kind of are familiar with the terms. Everyone knows what drain cleaning is and boilers are. If you're using another business, it might be getting a little bit more complicated. So we're going to use that. And yeah, as most of you've probably seen on my case study page, worked with dozens, if not hundreds by now, of different businesses and helping them not only get more calls and quote requests, but sales as well. With many of them adding a million a year in sales to their top line. So definitely good advice that have helped loads of businesses, and hopefully you can apply some of these tips for yourself. So we'll keep this short and really to the point. First thing everyone's going to want to do is identify keywords. So SEO revolves around keywords, and they're the foundation of ranking on Google. So you need to find keywords that the potential customers of yours are actively searching. So in this case, we're going to look at plumbing services in your area. When you're doing this, you really want to consider words that are high value, so really relevant to the services you want to provide, and also high volume, the combinations of words that are typed in really frequently. So let's say you have a plumbing business and you like to do plumbing and drain cleaning. You're going to find words that talk about plumbing and drain cleaning. You're not going to find words that discuss boiler service, furnace installation, things of that nature. Pretty intuitive, but important to kind of see everything through that filter. To find the actual keywords, there's a few things you can do. And the big thing here is you want to find the keyword combinations that your customers are using, not the ones you would use yourself. Different people are going to type in different things based on their language ability, understanding of the service and whatnot. So what you as a business owner or me as an SEO specialist might think people type in could be wrong. So it's important to let the data tell us what to rank for instead of just doing what we think. So there's a few things we can do. The first is Google autocomplete. You can type a keyword into Google like plumbing and look at suggestions it provides. These are often trending, longer words that are less competitive than broader terms. So for example, instead of using a really competitive keyword like plumbing or plumber near me, you could opt for a longer tail keyword like emergency plumbing services in, say, Vancouver. That's where I live. Emergency plumbing services Vancouver, or affordable drain cleaning Vancouver. These are longer variations than just plumber, and in turn are going to be a lot less competitive. That could be a good starting point, provided that they are still somewhat popular search terms and obviously are relevant to the service you provide. Another option you could do is look at related searches. So when you type in a term, there's going to be other recommendations. That's Google displaying other things people might be typing in. A few other things you could do and tools you can use yourselves are Google search trends and Google add keyword ideas. I'll quickly show you how those work. So Google Trends, you can access it here, trends.google.com, is how Google shows which terms are most popular. So I just plugged in 3 really miscellaneous terms: plumber near me, plumbing services, and clogged drain. And you can kind of see over the past year which terms are more and less popular. So up here you can see clogged drain has kind of been the most popular of the terms, then plumbing services, and then plumbers near me actually at the bottom. So this can kind of inform you what folks are actually typing in. The next thing we can look at is Google Ads Keyword Plan. So this is a tool that you need to create a Google account for, but once you do, you'll have access to this and you can type in different words and see how often they're typed in. So to illustrate a really easy example, here I typed in plumbing Vancouver, plumbing companies Vancouver, drain cleaning Vancouver, and boiler repair Vancouver. You can see which words are typed in the most. Obviously, plumbing Vancouver by far the most popular. And then this next batch of words, about a tier less, but still somewhat popular. The beauty of this tool is Google will give you a lot of other keyword ideas and show you how often they're typed in. So for example, 24-hour plumber Vancouver is a much less popular term, where emergency plumber Vancouver is actually an extremely popular term. This can help inform the words you want to go after. Additionally, an extra little tip is it shows you the average bid on each word. This is how much people pay for Google ads. This is separate than what we're talking about here with SEO, but still relevant. So you can see here, boiler repair Vancouver is actually the most competitive word, and people are bidding a lot for that. And you can look down and see how much each word costs. This is a good quick gauge to also gauge how competitive a word is. So what you'd want to do is find a word that is really popular or really commonly typed in, but doesn't have a high bid. So for example, drain cleaning Vancouver would be a good word. It has the lowest bid, so people are paying the least for it, which means there's the least competition, but it still has a pretty healthy search volume. Anyways, those are a few quick ways that you can find keywords for your business. The next thing you're going to want to do is start creating content on your site surrounding those words. So your content needs to be aligned with the search intent behind each type of word. In our case here, the words we're going to be looking at are really transactional words. If you're a plumber, you don't want to go after informational words. Those are people looking for DIY advice or general plumbing knowledge. Those are the people you don't want. You want paying customers who are ready to hire you and get you into their home and provide the service. Comparative is also less important because those are people comparing different plumbing companies or solutions. Again, you're looking for people who are holding their credit card and holding their phone and ready to buy. So obviously the words we're looking at are more transactional. Then you're going to want to create content around those words. You're going to want to make sure that you have pages on your site talking about those words and contain the words in the content. And how you do that is optimizing for your on-page SEO. This is where you optimize the code and content on your site for your chosen keywords. Here's a few of the ways you can do that yourself. These are easy tips and easy things you can implement yourself, or if you have an assistant or marketing manager, tell them how to do these as well. First, some basic on-page SEO elements that you can focus on. You want to include the keyword in the title. So that's the title of your page. So that might be Emergency Plumber Vancouver. You'd have a service page talking about that. You're going to want that word to be in the title within the first 100 words and also appear naturally throughout the content. You can't rank a word if it's not present on your site. Just because you want to come up on page 1 for something doesn't mean you're actually going to. You need to make sure your content's optimized for that. At the same time, you need to avoid over-optimization. You don't want to focus on heavy keyword density or overusing tags, but still rather having the best content for the thing. Another way you can do that is with Yoast SEO, or rather another thing you can focus on with that. So Yoast SEO is a tool that you can install on your WordPress website. If you have a website on Wix or something else like that, they'll have this built in. But if you look here, you can see that these words here, I'll make it a little bit bigger here for us. What you can do, this is going to be on a page on your WordPress dashboard. You can type in your focus key phrase. So let's say we're ranking Emergency Plumber Vancouver. You type that into the key phrase. And then you can pick your SEO title, you can pick your slug, and also write your meta description directly in Yoast. And it will automatically tell you if you're optimizing for your target keyword. And that will help make sure that Google knows exactly what you're talking about on your page. So again, these are just a few things you can do yourself to make sure Google knows what your page is talking about. Coming to the end here, you can optimize for user experience. The reason it matters is Google's increasingly prioritizing UX or user experience in its rankings. A positive user experience indicates that your page satisfies the user's needs quickly and effectively. Some key strategies you can use is front-loading value. Provide the most important information at the top of the page, and this will reduce the need for long-winded introductions and help users find what they need quickly. For example, on a page for emergency plumbing services, immediately display the services you offer, contact info, and availability at the top of the page. Also, you're going to want a good content layout. You're going to want to structure your content for readability, use big fonts, short paragraphs, and sufficient subheadings for easy navigation. Lastly, another important part of SEO is building backlinks. Building backlinks is a process of building links from other sites that point at your site. When Google sees these links, they know your site is authoritative and relevant, and in turn will rank it above other people. A few ways you can do that is by becoming a little bit of a source of industry-specific stats or insights. This will naturally attract backlinks from other sites to your citing your data. So this would be applicable if you have done a lot of big projects. Let's say in your city or town, there's a big building and you guys were the plumber. A lot of different press articles, blog posts might link to that page or even to your site specifying that ABC Plumbing was the contract or was the group who handled the plumbing on the new big building in town. Backlinks are a little bit more complicated and are typically where folks will stop doing SEO themselves and get some help. But again, I still want to explain a little bit of what it's about. Anyways, that's SEO for beginners and how you can rank your site this year and get on the top page of Google. I hope you found this interesting. Let me know down in the comments any tips you have found helpful or anything else you've noticed that's really good, and other people can see that and try them themselves. Otherwise, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, as that'll help the channel grow, and we'll see you in the next video.